Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to True Telos Trading. We are at it again in the morning, 3 a.m. Up early to see what we can see. Like I said yesterday, we've been trying to capitalize on some of these big all-time high breaking moves that we've been seeing in the morning, and we've been trying to find exactly what criteria these stocks meet for them to be breaking all-time highs and meeting all-time highs. And so far, I mean, it's only day number 2 of us doing this, and we are positive on the day. This was on what we would consider to be an F quality stock, but because we saw the movement that we needed to see, we went ahead and took advantage of that opportunity, and we are green on the day. Let's go ahead and get into that stock of the day. The stock that we traded this morning, the ticker was SQFT. Today's date is September 17th, 2025. The stock had no news at all. If I can get on here to see when was the last time the stock had news. The last time this stock had any type of news, it was on the 8th of this month. So about like uh almost 9 days ago, close to that. This will be a zero here. The stocks flow, it did match the pattern of the stocks that we saw or that we see going up, that 200 to 500 to 1000%. It had a 1 million share float. So this one would be a 2. It was trading well above the 200 moving average. The 200 moving average was about $2.71. We bought this stock at $15.27. This would be a 1 here. It was up over 150% by the time we bought this stock. This will be a 1. The stock was over $10. Like we said, we bought it at $15.27. This would be a 0. The stock was the number 1 stock in the market at 3 a.m. in the morning when we bought it. This would be a 1. It did not reach all-time highs, though. It actually fell short of all-time highs. So this would be a 0. If we add all of these together, that gives us a score of 6. And according to our True Telos Trading grading scale, when we score a 6, that is an F quality trade or F quality stock. So how is it that we are positive on an F quality stock at 3 a.m. in the morning? Let's go ahead and get into the chart to see how we traded this stock today. That we traded this morning. So we saw the stock pop up here. We put it into our True Telos Trading grading scale and saw that it was a dud. It was an F quality trade. So why did we get into it? This move happened early in the morning. We're waiting to see. We were also looking at other stocks, so this one wasn't even on our list primary. Let me go ahead and take you to the daily on this stock. So if I take you to the daily, we see that where I have marked is the high of the largest candle this stock has had in its history so far. It went from $9.20 to $23, and it closed right there at $13.60. Let me take you a little back further on this stock. That's just the highest that it has ever been. And by the time we bought it, it was I don't want to call it the second highest day, but this is the highest the stock had ever been. So when I marked this stock here at 1360, I was expecting, because we saw decent volume on this stock, especially for 3 o'clock in the morning. We saw pretty good volume on this stock with a super low float, with uh, going up off of decent volume. This is the exact same type of stock that we have been seeing making those 1,000% moves. Super low float, no news near the all-time highs. as soon as that stock, or I told myself, if this stock can hold over that closing of the highest ever candle at 360 or 1360, we have a chance of getting up to those all-time highs and surpassing those all-time highs. What I needed to see was MACD starting to separate a whole lot more than just being super close like we saw down here in these areas. I was looking at it down here in these areas at 3.7 or 327 all the way over here to like 333. But because we didn't get that prominent MACD separation showing me that the sentiment to buy this stock or sentiment in the stock was positive, I did not enter the stock at all. As a matter of fact, when I was looking at it in this area, I saw it popping and dropping close to that closing of that highest candle. So this stock made me a little bit hesitant. Again, like I said, it's an F quality stock, so I normally wouldn't trade this type of move at all. But I do need to start capitalizing. If I'm going to wake up at 3 a.m. and I'm seeing something that matches that criteria of these stocks that are making those giant moves, I do need to capitalize on them. I did not get the full move in this trade here. I wish I would have stayed in a little bit longer, but I didn't have a lot of conviction in this trade, like I said, because it was that F quality stock that I am trading. So I have to take profit when I do see it. As soon as I sold the entire position, it did go up another $2 to $3. But as I say in my videos, we want to take a piece of the pie and not the whole pie itself. So I'm happy with the profit that I got today. Let me go ahead and take it to the order window. So at 335, we bought 176 shares of this stock at $15.27. And about 2 minutes later, we sold it at $16.63. Let me go ahead and go back to that chart. So 335. At 335, we bought this stock here. Sometimes it says it's on this candle, but it's actually on the next candle. So I guess this thing helps me out because 335 is back here. So we bought this at approximately $15.27. And we saw it going up quite a bit. I actually tried to sell at the top of this candle at this, as you see up here, 1717 or 1777, but I did get just a small bit of slippage. The price was moving very fast. When we have stocks that are above the $10 range, they tend to move very, very fast when it comes to the price movement. So I attempted to sell up there at 1777, but I caught a little bit of slippage, and I feel that 1663. That gave me a decent profit today. Let me check the profit of this morning on this stock that we traded. The profit of today is $264.34. It's a very good green day. We are capitalizing on these stocks that are potentially moving up to those all-time highs and beating those all-time highs with no news, and we're doing it at 3 a.m. in the morning because that's when we are starting to see some of these big moves start. Now they do tend to go on in the afternoon. I said yesterday the stock that we traded, I was expecting it to have news, and I'm trying to make a rational decision out of what I see in the market. But it looks like when we are in a bull market, things aren't moving to my expectations. It's not moving to my rational expectations. But we still have to take advantage of this movement that we are seeing in the market. We're going to continue to see if we can wake up this early in the morning and get uh, and see one of these stocks that are pulling away. If not, we're going to try to trade in the afternoon and trade those setups according to the True Telos trading grading scale. Maybe we need to make a separate criteria for stocks that we are seeing make these moves in the morning because they are not matching the True Telos trading grading scale according to how we grade stocks and how we would normally trade them during normal trading hours. So definitely need to come up with some different criteria and how we are getting these movements, how why we are seeing these movements in these stocks with super low floats. I hope you've enjoyed listening, and welcome to True Telos Trading. So our criteria for our True Telos trading grading scale when it comes to trading stocks that are A plus quality and above seems to not be the move when we are trading at 3 a.m. in the morning with these stocks with absolutely no news, but with a super low float, and the price being near or approaching the all-time highs. That seems to be the sentiment for these stocks that are making these super big moves. I'll do a little bit more research into it to see what else I can find that these stocks have, like whatever similarities they have, and I will try to document that and let you all know. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions for me, please don't be afraid to ask me. As always, I am an open book and I have a million questions for you. I hope you are enjoying this journey with me, and welcome to True Telos Trading. I'm going to go ahead and go back to sleep. Have a great day.